course, for those who are joining for the first time, welcome and join us in the discussion of topic number 4. So when you talk about economic order quantity, this is the quantity at which the company is trying to minimize. The company is trying to minimize the total cost incurred to take care of these goods. Remember, if you want to look at the cost of stock, you are going to tell us we have the purchase price. We need to take care of the carrying cost, ordering cost. We need to look at what we call carrying stroke holding cost. So these are some of the costs you are going to incur to bring this inventory into the company's premises. Of course, we now advanced to advanced management accounting. We are also going to look at what we call other things like stock out costs. We are also going to look at the stock out cost here, whereby if the stock reduces below a given level, then automatically you are going to incur some amounts here in the name of the inventory management cost. In the name of inventory management cost. Okay, so somebody is saying that she's not able to hear me. Is my sound clear from your side? Please confirm. Are you able to hear me from your side? Are you able to hear me from your side? Good, then just, that's okay. So this is what we are going to look at. Of course, at this particular level, we are going to look at this, but not so much, though it's going to have effect on some of these costs. Either one of these two will be affected by the purchase price. So if you look at the economic order quantity as a model, how do we arrive at that particular economic order quantity? That is what I want us to understand. Then from that point, we'll be able to know the economic order quantity as a model. So here, the economic order quantity is equivalent to root of 2 demand times ordering cost divided by holding cost. So someone is already wondering, how do we arrive at this particular economic order quantity as a concept? We want to get total cost, which I believe we did in topic number 3, is equivalent. It is equivalent to variable cost. Now, and in this particular topic, we are going to divide the total cost incurred to take care of inventory by taking demand. We multiply by the purchase price. To that we add demand over quantity. We multiply by ordering cost plus quantity. We divide by 2, multiply by holding cost or carrying cost. Having done that, at equilibrium, so remember, this demand here, this is the annual demand. This is the entire demand for that particular product. And this one also is going to be constant. Therefore, these two, this part here, this section here, in most cases, the examiner will not give you that. And therefore, should they fail to give you this in a question, please work out the question without considering this. And keeping in mind that this one here is always constant, this figure will always be constant, and therefore it does not affect our total cost here. It is constant. We basically now do away with it, and then we tell ourselves that total cost will be equivalent to demand over this quantity plus quantity divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost. Again, at that point, equilibrium will be realized at that point where our total ordering cost is equivalent to total holding cost. It's at that point when our total ordering cost is equivalent to total holding cost. So what is the interest here? At what point or what quantity should we order for us to be able to realize a situation whereby the all of these, the results here should be equivalent to what we have this other side. The results of what we have here should be equivalent to what we have the other side. So that's what you want to look at. So at that point where demand over quantity multiplied by ordering cost is equivalent to quantity divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost. So this is the point of equilibrium, whereby this quantity here represent a point whereby the company is not incurring a lot of cost to take care of this particular stock. The company is not also minimizing costs so much that they cannot be able to manage even the perishable or fragile goods. So therefore, are we able to identify this particular quantity? Are we able to identify this particular quantity? And therefore, we make Q the subject of the formula. So it's at this point whereby you're going to make Q the subject of the formula. So what will I do? I come to this section here and say, if I want to maybe take this one to be the other side, so I'll just come here and multiply both sides by Q over 1. Multiply by both sides by Q over 1. So once that is done, you'll be able to see the Q on this other side will be eliminated. So I'm remaining with demand ordering cost equal to Q times Q will be Q squared HC, then all of it will be divided by 2. Remember, my interest here is to have Q, not Q squared, but to just have Q. And therefore, it means you are also able to see, if I try to just make this to be related to HC, so I'll be able to have holding cost divided by 2, then multiplied by quantity squared will be equivalent to demand multiplied by ordering cost. So once you get to this point, why can't you transfer this section here to the other side of the equation by multiplying this with the reciprocal? So I'll come here and multiply by 2 over HC. Come here, take 2 over HC. So of course, I've already eliminated this one here. I'm remaining with Q squared is equivalent to, so 2 multiplied by this will be 2 DCO, and of course over HC. Is it? So having done that, I now get to this part, and I will be able to see I have Q squared is equivalent to 2 DCO over HC, which is the holding cost. Remember, my interest is to get Q, not Q squared. So what do? I need to get the square root of everything. I need to get the square root of everything, making me to have Q is equivalent to 2 DCO over HC. Then I get the root of this particular result. So once that is done, I'll be able to get this Q here. So this quantity is what we call the economic order quantity. That is the economic order quantity, whereby our total ordering cost is equivalent to total holding cost. That is what we do for us to be able to derive the economic order quantity function. But at this level, there is no one will be requesting you to derive the formula. No one will be requesting you to do what? To derive this particular formula. What you need to understand is, are you able to master the formula? That is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. So in your exams, get to understand that D is the total or annual demand CO, get to understand that that is the ordering cost. HC here is basically the holding stroke carrying cost. Holding stroke carrying cost. So once you're able to understand this, and then you are given a question, you basically do a very simple job. Just identify what will be there as D, what you have there as ordering cost, what you have there as holding cost. So that is what we have. But again, if you look at our formula here very well, I want us now to be able to see if we can identify the assumptions of economic order quantity. Number one assumption that you're able to see in our formula, we are indicating D as the annual demand. So demand of the product is predetermined and known. The company is aware of this particular demand at the beginning of the period. Demand is constant. How about another assumption that you're able to see from the formula? Another assumption, ordering costs. This is the ordering cost. At any given time, you're going to make an order. The ordering cost is also constant and known. Is it? We are able to predetermine, or we have the ordering cost initially at the starting point. Then, what else do we need to understand here as an assumption? All the assumptions, actually, you are going to see them within this particular model. What are some of the things you're able to see? Holding cost is known and constant. This holding cost here. This holding cost is known and constant. Good. Another assumption that we're able to see from here, that you're able to get from our notes. Which other assumption are you able to identify? Which other assumption are you able to identify? Delivery time. Is it? Delivery time. So here we are talking about demand, the annual demand. It means you know very well this demand will be happening for the entire 12 months. So of course you'll be able to understand how frequent are you going to make the orders for you to be able to give us the number of orders. And of course, if you now get to the next part of getting the total cost, the starting point of our model here was total cost equal to demand times price plus economic order, demand over quantity, which is now the same as economic order quantity times ordering cost. So if you look at this, we have demand divided by economic order quantity. This part here will give us the number of orders. So the number of orders can also be predetermined and it is also known. The ordering cost per order is also known. About restocking is made by the all batch. Restocking is made by the all batch. Economic order quantity is basically that quantity which at any given time you're going to make an order, then that is the minimum quantity you should be ordering. That's the minimum quantity you should be ordering. So if you say it, you are going to make maybe 5 orders. Anytime you're going to make an order, then you give an order of the economic order quantity you have here. This equilibrium quantity that makes your ordering cost to be equivalent to holding cost. So that's what we have as some of the assumptions of this particular model. At this level, at ATD level, at CPA level, intermediate, the examiner will be giving you a very simple thing. They know very well that somebody who is at intermediate is so advanced. So what are they going to do? They are going to give you a range because they know the price, the purchase price here is constant. So what do? They basically give you the purchase price to keep on changing. That is where we have discount, even though initially at the part of the model here, there is no discount, is it? Because the purchase price has no space within this particular point. But what do? They simply give you a discount range and tells you that this holding cost is attached to the purchase price. What do I mean? They will not come here and tell you that holding cost is 50 shillings. No, they tell you that holding cost is 10% of purchase price. They tell you that holding cost is 10% of purchase price. And of course, from that point, at any given time or within any range that the purchase price will be reducing due to discount given or allowed, then automatically your holding cost will be affected. The moment you affect holding cost, the numerator, the denominator here, then automatically your economic order quantity will also be affected. So in our today's session, we are going to look at a single economic order quantity, then whereby we are given a range. Are we able to take care of that? And then at the end of it, advise the company. Are we able to identify the total cost which will be incurred to take care of these particular goods? Keeping in mind that our total cost is calculated as demand multiplied by purchase price, which will not change. Then to that we add demand, we divide by economic order quantity to give us number of orders. Then we multiply by ordering cost for each order. To that we add economic order quantity, we divide by 2, then we multiply by holding cost. So if you are given a question to give us the total cost incurred, this is the formula. Demand times purchase price plus demand divided by economic order quantity multiplied by ordering cost plus economic order quantity divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost or carrying cost. Should you get a question whereby the purchase price is not given, then automatically your total cost still will be demand over economic order quantity multiplied by ordering cost plus economic order quantity divided by 2, then you multiply by holding cost. Because why do they assume? In some cases you find they know this one here is constant, and therefore your total cost will not be affected by this, but will be affected by total holding cost, total ordering cost, and total holding cost. So that is what we need to understand as we get to look at an illustration for this particular concept. So are we together up to that point? Are we together up to that point before we get to do our question? Are we together up to that point? Repeat formula 2, formula 2, formula 2, formula 2. Formula 2 here, are you referring to this? Are you referring to this one here? Good. Formula 2 is the same as this one here, but the only thing you're going to see, in some questions, the examiner will not give you this. So what are we doing? We are basically deleting this one here. So our total cost is equal to demand divided by economic order quantity times ordering cost, which is this. Then we add economic order quantity divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost. So this is the standard formula, but in some cases you are not going to get them giving you the purchase price. So if purchase price is not given in a question, still you can get the total cost, because we'll use this and this one here, which I've indicated here. But the formula is basically one thing. Good. So having done that, let me now take you to the past paper question, where you're going to do something about economic order quantity. And of course, we can look at the first one, November 2017, question number 2B for the CPA. November 2017. Let's look at November 2017. November 2017, question number 2, question number 2B. November 2017. Question number 2B, CPA. So let's do it very fast. Very fast, let's look at it. November 2017. November 2017. So have you been able to access that paper? November 2017, question number 2B. HP, let's check our group description. Group description iko na link ya past papers. Group description iko na link ya past papers. All the past papers ziko kwa group description. From 2015 September to 2023 to 2023 December. So just confirm if you've been able to access the paper now. Do we have the paper with us? Do we have the paper with us now? And I look for my copy. So if you look at that question, are you able to understand anything within it? If you look at the question that we have there, that is November 2017. Question number 2B. November 2017. Question number 2B. So we are being told there that BK Limited orders a new material graded X for its manufacturing purpose. The following information is available from the production manager. So we have annual consumption of X in units. Can someone tell us what that represents? Annual consumption, what does it represent? Annual consumption. Annual consumption of this particular product is equivalent to 200,000 units. So basically that is demand. So demand is 200,000. Then ordering cost per order is equivalent to 18,750. Ordering cost is 18,750. And then the next thing that we are given there is a carrying cost. Carrying cost. So someone will be telling us here that we don't have carrying cost. This holding cost, remember I said, is the same as carrying cost, which is equivalent to 3. So by doing that, what do they want us to do? Calculate the economic order quantity for material X. Can I give just 2 minutes to calculate that for me? So economic order quantity is equivalent to 2 multiplied by demand multiplied by ordering cost. The whole of that you divide by holding cost, then you get the square root of your result. So what is our economic order quantity? What is our economic order quantity? Our economic order quantity is equivalent to 50. Is equivalent to 50,000. Is equivalent to 50,000. Good. Just as simple as such, and you have your 2 marks. Then the number of orders to be placed per year. The number of orders to be placed per year. Remember what I said? How do we get? We said that total cost is equal to demand times price. Then to that you add demand over economic order quantity multiplied by ordering cost plus economic order quantity divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost. So I want us to just pick this portion. This is what I want us to pick. Demand divided by economic order quantity. And you're able to see we are multiplying by ordering cost per order, not total ordering cost. This is cost per order. Anytime we make an order, we are incurring this particular cost. So it means for us to get the total ordering cost, we are taking cost per order multiplying by the number of orders. What do I mean? Whatever they want us to do, this one here, if you just delete the ordering cost, this one here is equivalent to number of number of orders. That one is equivalent to number of orders. So can we go ahead and do that? Are we able to get the number of orders? Demand. Are we given demand? Yes, 200,000. How about economic order quantity? We calculated it in Roman 1 of the question, and you are getting 50,000. If that is done, we are getting how many orders? 4 orders. So that is what you are required to do in that particular question. That is Roman 2. That is Roman 2 of the question. Of course, this one here was Roman 1. That is Roman 1. So do they want us to proceed? Roman 3, what do we have? Roman 3 of the question, what do they want us to do? The production manager has proposed to increase the current economic order quantity. The current economic order quantity is 50,000. They have decided to increase it to 100,000 units. Justify how this would increase the total cost of inventory, thus not profitable. What do they want us to do? They have decided to increase the economic order quantity from 50,000 to 100,000. So compare that and tell us, why is it not advisable to increase it from 50,000 to 100,000? Basically, they want us to do this one here. They're asking us the total cost of each option. The 50,000 units, that's the economic order quantity, and also changing to the 100,000 units. If that is done, will we be able to identify the effect? That is what they want us to do here. So we basically come to this part here. Basically come to this part here and tell us what you're going to have when you use this. So total cost will be equivalent to demand, which is 200,000. We multiply by purchase price. So within our question, do we have purchase price? Within the question, do we have purchase price anywhere? Please let me know. Are we given purchase price? Are we given purchase price? Let's see. Do we have the purchase price? The amount you're going to pay to the supplier. Do we have it anywhere? No. So if that is not given, basically we change our formula. We are going to change our formula, and then we do away with where we are required to use the purchase price. So this is what is going to remain here. So having identified that, let's now go ahead. Demand is 200,000. We divide by economic order quantity, which is 50,000. Basically number of orders. Then we multiply by ordering cost, which is 18,750. To that, we add economic order quantity. We divide by 2. Then we multiply by holding cost, which is equivalent to 3. So I want you to go ahead and give me the result here. I want you to go ahead and give me the results. Remember that one we are dealing with economic order quantity. So go ahead and give me the total cost. Go ahead and give me the total cost incurred there. Go ahead and give me the total cost. Go ahead and give me the total cost. 300,000. Elisa is telling us it's 300,000. Someone giving us 150,000. Is carrying and holding cost. Is carrying and holding cost. Somebody is asking a question here. Is carrying and holding cost the same? Yes, I said that here. Holding cost is the same as carrying cost, but not the same as ordering cost. So if you don't have holding cost in the question, but you are given carrying cost, then automatically it is the same thing. So if you rectify that, what will you have as the total cost? What will you have? I already have here. This one here will be 25 by 3 is giving us 75,000. What I have here will be 4 by 18,750 or 18,000 be around 70 something. So anything less than 100,000 is wrong. Anything less than 100,000 is wrong. Okay, I'm getting. So the total cost in card there is shillings, 150,000. Is it? 150,000. So let's come and do the same when now quantity, the economic order quantity has been changed to 100,000 units. What did we say under the assumptions? The demand is predetermined and known. It does not change during that particular period. So here I will come and say total cost is equal to quantity now, so the demand over quantity multiplied by ordering cost plus quantity divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost. I'll come here, take demand, which is 200,000, divide by quantity, which is now 100,000, multiply by ordering cost, which is 18,750. To that, I add quantity, which is 100,000, divide by 2, then you multiply by holding or carrying cost, which is 3. If that is done, what are you getting as the total cost? What are you getting as the total cost? What are you getting as the total cost? 187,500. Let me see if majority are also getting that. 187,500, 187,500. Great. That is what we have. So now, as a company, if you're able to use the legal means to reduce your cost, then automatically you're going to adopt that particular concept. Now here, the company has got an option of either they order 50,000 units and incur a cost of 150,000, or they incur 100,000 units and they incur a cost of 187,500. How would you advise this company? How would you advise this company? What quantity should they order? What quantity should they order? Is it 100,000 or 50,000 units? They're supposed to order 50,000 units, because by ordering 50,000 units, they are going to save on cost. By how much? The difference between this and this. That is 37,500. So the company should order, 50,000 units so that they are able to save a total of 37,500. That's what you are required to do. That's what you are required to do in this particular question. There is nothing that will be tested out of this range. The only thing they are going to do is they are going to give you now a graduated scale whereby the holding cost will keep on changing. Holding cost will keep on changing. And in the process, we'll be able to see what you are required to do. So the next question there still under CPA, what if we get to, which question is this? What if we get to September 2021, question number 3B. 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 Have you been able to access that paper? Have you been able to access that paper? September 2021. September 2021. September 2021. Question number 3B. I believe we are all there. So we are being told that Fanaka Enterprises uses economic order quantity model to establish the reorder quantity of raw material. That is material Y. The company holds no buffer stock. The following information relates to raw material Y. Annual usage 48,000. Purchase price 80,000 per unit. Ordering cost 120 shillings per unit. And then annual holding cost is 10% of purchase price. Remember what I said? They are now not giving us this directly, but it is pegged on the purchase. It is pegged on the purchase price. It is pegged on the purchase price. So we have been given annual usage, which I know, we now understand that that is demand. We have been given purchase price as 80 shillings per unit. We are given ordering cost as 120 shillings per unit. Then holding cost or carrying cost is equal to 10% of purchase price. That is the information given to us. That's the information given to us. So what do they want us to do? The company supplier of raw material Y has offered a discount of 1% of the purchase price if each order placed is for 2,000 units. If each order placed is for 2,000 units, then they're going to get a discount of 1% on the purchase price. So what do we need to do? The first thing they want us to do, they are required economic order quantity of raw material Y. Economic order quantity of raw material Y. With the information that I've provided here on the board, are you able to calculate economic order quantity? The answer is yes. So why can't you go ahead and give me that economic order quantity? Then we now do it together to compare the answers. Why can't you do that? So just apply the formula using the information that you have here to be able to give me the economic order quantity. Please do that. Do that for us to be able to compare notes, and then we see what is given there. Please do that. 1,200 units, that is what someone is calculating. Someone is calculating and giving us 1,200 units. How about the rest? $1,200 units. $1,200 units. So majority are getting 1,200 units. Majority are getting 1,200 units. Majority are getting 1,200 units. Anyone who's not getting that? Anyone who is not getting that? Anyone who is not getting that? 1,200. Anyone who is not getting 1,200? Anyone who is not getting 1,200? Okay, so we have economic order quantity is equal to D, that is 2 times D, 48,000, multiplied by ordering cost, which is 120. Then we divide by holding cost, which is 10% of purchase price, which is 80. So you can decide to put it here like this, or you've already worked it out somewhere. You know it is going to be 8 shillings. If that is done, you give us the square root of the answer, and I'm able to see majority are getting 1,200 units. Is that what we all have? Is that what we all have? Good. Having done that, we now go to Roman 2. Advise the management of the company on whether to accept or decline the offer. So if you have an offer here, they have been given an offer to order how many units? They have been given an offer here. So the offer is order 2,000 units, and then enjoy a discount of 1% of purchase price. Is it? So if you order 2,000 units, you're going to enjoy a purchase price discount of 1%. So it means our new purchase price, our new P here will be equivalent to, you are buying at, the purchase price is 80, you are given a discount of 1%. So it means the new price will be 99% of 80. That is the new purchase price. Demand has not been affected. It is still 48. About ordering cost, it has not changed. It is still 120. About holding cost, it is now changing because it is pegged on the purchase price. So can you give me the new purchase price? Can you give me the new purchase price? Can you give me the new purchase price? That is 99% of 80. 79.2, is it? 79.2. It means our holding cost here is going to be 10% of 79.2, which I think will give us what we call 7.92. Is it? 7.92. Now, what they are basically asking you to do is, are you able to give us total cost when we order 2,000 units? Are you able to give us total cost when we order 1,200 units? What will be the most effective quantity for us to be able to minimize cost? So total cost is equal to demand times purchase price plus economic order quantity, that is a demand, divided by economic order quantity times ordering cost plus economic order quantity divided by 2 times holding cost. The same will apply here. Demand times this plus demand over economic order quantity multiplied by ordering cost, economic order quantity. Then you do it that way. So we now come here. Do we have demand? Yes. 48,000 times purchase price, which you've given me as 79.2, plus demand here. Demand will still be 48,000 divided by economic order quantity, which is basically the quantity. The quantity here, which is 2,000. The new quantity that has been proposed. So you can either put demand over Q or even economic order quantity. That will still work out for you. Times ordering cost, which is 120 plus 2,000 divided by 2, then you multiply by holding cost, which you've given me as 7.92. If that is worked out, you should be able to arrive at the total cost. I will come and do the same to this one here. So I'll come and say total cost is equal to demand, which is 48,000, multiplied by purchase price, which is 80, plus demand, which is 48,000, divided by economic order quantity, which is 1,200, by ordering cost, which is 120. To that we add economic order quantity divide by 2 multiply by holding cost, which is 10% of purchase price. So 10% of 80 is equivalent to 8. If that is done, somebody should be able to arrive at the total cost. So please go ahead and calculate these figures here. You just tell me the one that you've been able to calculate. Just tell me the one that you've been able to calculate. Please do that. Please do that. Do that very fast. Then we'll compare the answers. Do that, then we compare the answers. So what are you getting for the first one here? What are you getting for the first one here? The first one, Eunice is giving us 38.49. 38.49, 600. Then the second one, I'm being told we are getting 38.40. Oh, so that's not true. 38.48, 38.49. Wacha tuone sasa. 38.04. Wow. People are getting different answers. So I have to intervene and then check. I have to intervene and see who is right and who is not doing the right thing. So if I deal with this one here, we have 48,000 divided by 2,000, we multiply by 120. We add 48,000 times 7.92, 79.2 plus 1,000 times 7.9. This one should be giving us 12,400. So whoever is getting something away from this, just know something is wrong. This other side, 48,000 divided by 1,200, we multiply by 120. To that, we add 600 by 8. To that, we add 48,000 by 80. 38.49, 600. 38.49, 600. Is there anyone who is getting something away from these two figures? If yes, please let us know so that we can assist you. Anyone getting something away from these two figures? Good. So I believe all of us have now been able to confirm what is going on. So having done that, they wanted you, remember up to this part, from this part here we are dealing with Roman 2. They wanted you to compare when you order this economic order quantity of 1,200 units. This is the cost you are incurring. Is it 3,849,000? When you increase the quantity to 2,000 by accepting this discount, you are going to incur a total cost of 3,812,400. As a business person, as a management accountant for this particular company, advise the management. Advise the management cost accountant or management accountant at all costs or at any given time, you just go for the lowest cost or minimizing cost, so long as the quality is taken care of. They take the discount, is it? So accept the discount or offer. Then the company will be able to minimize costs by how much? So get the difference between these two costs. We'll be able to minimize the cost by, in bracket, You are trying to explain to us now 30, 849, 600 minus 38, 12, 400. What is this that we are going to get here? The difference, 37, 200. So the company will be able to minimize the cost by 37, 200. That is, you take the highest by ordering 1200 minus the lowest by ordering 2000. Then you have this. If that is done, you've been able to take care of that particular question. You'll be able to take care of that particular question, which is September 2021. September 2021, question number 3B. September 2021. Please, can we do April 2023, question number 1C? April 2023, question number 1C. That is a CPA, is it? So let's get to that before we go to a question that is touching on ranges. We can look at that April and see what is presented there. Let's get to that April. April 2023, question number 1C. April 2023, question number 1C. April 2023. April 2023. Question number 1C. Let's get to that sitting. April 2023, question number 1C. April 2023, question number 1C. So have we been able to access the question? I believe it is still CPA, not ATD. CPA, not ATD. April 2023, question number 1C. April 2023, question number 1C. Very interesting. Okay, believing that we are all having the question with us. Is that the case? Do we have the question? Do we have the question? That's how simple management accounting is. They don't have any other formula to twist these questions. Just giving you straight away questions, get your workings, and of course, you'll be able to score everything. So we are being told that Digital Television Limited manufactures digital television. The main component used in making digital television is the fluorescent bulbs. For each digital television manufactured, 12 bulbs are required. The company manufactures 15,000 digital televisions per year. It costs shillings 200 each time the bulbs are ordered, and the carrying costs are shillings 8 per bulb per year. Now, you know what this people are actually trying to test here? You know, somebody, we have two items here. We have digital television. Digital television. We have fluorescent bulbs. Is it? Now, we have A, we have B. Economic order quantity. That's are we not having the question? If you get to the group description of management accounting, we have a link there for the past papers. We have a link there for the past papers. Are we able to access the past papers? Is that link really working? Please confirm to me. Is that link really functional? Is the link really functional? Okay, let's make use of that link, please. Let's make use of that link. It will assist you. It has got everything, including the December sitting question is already posted there. So please, let's make use of that link. And of course, you can use it across all the units. Just go to the group description of management accounting. Group description. Nikienda hapo sahi, I'll be able to access that. Just go to the group description. The first link. Remember, 2 links have been attached there. One for inserting details for LMS. Then the first one at the topmost part. The first one at the topmost part is the link for the past members. Iko tu hapo juu. Ukienda kwa group description hapo, it is the first link you are going to get. It's the first link you are going to get. So, if you look at that question, the economic order quantity model here is enabling us to have that minimum or that maximum quantity which we need to order at any given time for us not to incur a lot of cost of maintaining these particular items. This is a manufacturing company. What are they manufacturing? Are they manufacturing fluorescent bulbs or digital television? What are they manufacturing? What is this company manufacturing? The company is manufacturing bulbs, okay. Company is manufacturing television. The company is manufacturing digital television. Good. So if they are going to manufacture digital television, you cannot use this in the economic order quantity model. No. This is what they are producing. They cannot order what they are manufacturing. They cannot order for what they are manufacturing. But there's this raw material called fluorescent bulbs, which they are using to come up with a digital television. So if they want to look at the possible or the most preferable quantity of fluorescent bulbs that will enable them to produce digital television without incurring a lot of cost to store these fluorescent bulbs, then automatically they have to use economic order quantity. So that quantity of fluorescent bulbs, which they need to order, is what you are going to apply by use of economic order quantity model. So of course, in that question, that's what they wanted you to do actually. Some people used digital television to come up with this, to get economic order quantity. Others used fluorescent bulbs to come up with economic order quantity. Look at what they want you to do. Determine the economic order quantity of bulbs. It is the bulbs that they are going to order, not the television. Television is their product. So the first thing which you need to do, which you are required to do there is, are you able to give us annual demand, not for television, but for this fluorescent? Or should they give you the annual demand of television, you should be able to get annual demand of fluorescent, because for each digital television, there must be a given quantity of fluorescent bulbs that they are going to use. So let's see. So the main component in making digital television is the fluorescent bulbs. For each digital television manufactured, 12 bulbs are required. One TV is equivalent to 12 bulbs. Is it? Now, the company manufactures 15,000 digital televisions per year. 15,000 televisions will be equivalent to how many? Will be equivalent to how many bulbs? So that's what we need to start with. So total number of bulbs for the entire year, that is what we call D. That is what we call D in our formula. Annual demand is equivalent to 180,000. Good. Then, do we have any other thing that is here within the model? Do we have ordering cost? Do we have ordering cost? Ordering cost we are given there. It costs 200 each time the bulbs are ordered. Is it? Then the company manufactures, okay, that is done. 200 times the bulbs are ordered, and carrying costs are shillings 8 per bulb per year. So carrying cost is given to us, which we say is the same as holding cost. It's equivalent to 8. go ahead and give us economic order quantity equal to root of 2 times demand, which is 180,000, times ordering cost, which is 200. All of that we divide by holding cost, which is 8. If that is done, what is our economic order quantity? How many bulbs? How many bulbs do they need anytime they're going to make an order? 300, 3,000 bulbs. Is it? 3,000 bulbs. The next thing they will always ask you is either give us total cost or give us number of orders. Now, do we have something of that kind? We are being told calculate the number of times per year the bulbs will be ordered, assuming 360 days in a year. The number of times per year, not number of orders, the number of times. The frequency of coming up with this particular order. So this is what will happen. This is what will happen. So how do we get number of orders? Is equivalent to demand over economic order quantity. That is number of orders. Number of orders. So number of orders will be equivalent to demand, which is 180,000. We divide by economic order quantity, which is 3,000. So how many orders? How many orders? How many orders do we have there? We have 60 orders. Is it? We have 60 orders that they're supposed to make for the entire year. The last two questions that we've been able to do, they were asking us the number of orders. They're asking us the number of orders or the frequency, the number of orders. But now, look at the question. They're asking us the number of times per year the bulbs will be ordered, assuming 360 days in a year. This is the number of orders. So 60 orders is equal to 360 days. For the entire year, for the 360 days, they are making 60 orders. So how frequent are they going to do this? 60 orders have been done in a year. So the interval, we just take our 360 days, we divide by 60 orders. What will we have? What will we have? What will we have there? 6 times. 6 times. So that's what you are required to do in that particular question. That's what you are required to do in that particular question. So are we now clear with that particular concept? Are we okay with this concept now? Are we okay with the concept? Are we okay with the concept? Are we okay with that particular concept? That is what we have. They are not going to twist it in any given manner, just within that particular perspective. Now, we have a lot of questions that are testing you on this, including December 2021, question number 1A, including April 2022, question number 3B, including December 2022, question number 1C, including April 2021, question number 1C. If you get to ATD, you go to November 2015, November 2018, question number 3A, you'll be able to get it there. If you go to September 2015 pilot paper, that is ATD, question number 1, A and B, you'll be able to get it there. Then I want us now to go to the next part where you're going to look at the range. You're given a range, there's a discount. There's a discount on the purchase. There's a discount on the purchase price. There's a discount on the purchase price. I'm talking about CPA. So CPA is equal up, including December sitting. So the CPA we have December 2023, which you should be able to look at. December 2023, question number 1B. Then we have November 2017, which we've done. Question number 2B. We have May 2019, question 2A. Question number 2A, which we should be tackling. That is our next question. So please ensure that you're able to access this paper. That's what you want to do. Then September 2021. Question number 3B. Then we look at December 2021. Question number 1A. We look at April 2022. Question number 3B. You look at December 2022. Question number 1C. You look at April 2023. Question number 1C. So you're able to see question number 1C. Then ATD. ATD. I've only managed to access these two for now. November 2018. Question number 3A. Then September 2015. Pilot. Question number 1A and B, whereby question number 1A is theory, assumptions of economic order quantity. So assumptions of economic order quantity was tested in this particular sitting. That is what we have. So let's get to May 2019, question number 1, question number 2A. May 2019, question number 2A. May 2019. May 2019, question number 2A. May 2019, question number 2A. So confirm whether you've been able to access it. May 2019, question number 2A. May 2019, question number 2A. Are we there? Have you managed to access that paper? Have you managed to access that paper? So we have range of quantities. Maybe here you can just have 1, 2, 4, 5. Then we have 1 to 3,000. We have 3,001 to 5,000, 5,001 to 7,000, 7,001 to 9,000, 9,000 and 1 to 10,000. That is what we have. That is what? Question 3A, or I am not seeing that. Question 2, question 2, question 2A. Unaona hiyo imetumika, is it? Question 2A. Question 2A, Baraka Distributors Limited. Baraka Distributors Limited. Hiyo ndio tunafanya. Hiyo yenye unaepa ndio tunataka kufanya saa hii. Then we have a purchase price. So we have a range. Let's just have this as the range. Purchase price, we know that is P. So purchase price, we have 21. We have 19. We have 17, 15.5, 13. That is what we have. Now, what do they want us to do? We have annual demand for the product is 30,000 units. The ordering cost per order, 2,500. Holding cost is expressed as 20% of purchase price. That's where the challenge is. Then a new supplier in the market has presented Baraka Distributors Limited with a proposal for the following range of quantities and respective price per unit. Advise the management of Baraka Distributors Limited on the range of quantities to purchase. Interesting. So this is what Baraka is going to do. So what I want us to do, let me just, I believe you've taken a screenshot of this, or you've just written all this down in the questions. Do you have the questions with you now? Do you have the questions with you? Do you have the questions with you now? I want to go with this. So we are tackling May 20. 2019, question number 2A. Because it is a CPA paper. So I want us to list those items that we've been given. Do we have demand? Do we have ordering cost? Do we have holding cost? Do we have purchase price? So purchase price here, of course, discounts 20% of purchase price. So please give me one of either of the two or both of them. What is our ordering cost? Ordering cost in the question. Ordering cost in the questions ni ngapi? 2,500. Do we have annual demand? Do we have annual demand anywhere? If yes, what is the quantity? 30,000. You'll be able to notice that these ones are not going to change. These ones here are not going to change. Whatever will be changing is holding cost because it is pegged on purchase price, which is again given on a graduated scale where discount is being given. Is it? Now, I want us to calculate economic order quantity here. For each, after calculating the economic order quantity, we should be able to come up with the real economic order quantity, the one we are going to apply for us to be able to get the total cost. Our interest here is to come up with the total cost. And now that we have the purchase price, remember our total cost must include demand times purchase price plus number of orders multiplied by ordering cost times quantity divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost. That's what we are going to do. I want to do me a very simple thing here. We've not forgotten the formula. That is, economic order quantity is equivalent to root of 2DCO over XC. Our model will be 2 times demand, which is 2,500, times ordering cost, which is 2,000, 2 times demand, which is 30,000. Let me just follow the order here, times 2,500, the whole of it. So look at this model. Numerator will not change. It is the denominator that is going to change. So I will come here and put my holding cost. The first one, I'm told holding cost is 20%, which is the same as 0.2 multiplied by 0.2 multiplied by purchase price, which is 21. Or you just put your 20%. Weka 20%, alafu mniambie. And I can decide to create space here for that holding cost because I'm going to use it somewhere. I can decide to create space for it. Then I now have my economic order quantity. Good. So if that is done, what are we getting? 59.76. We can just give them to the nearest whole number. So we have 59.76. Is it? So 59.76. How about this holding cost? I want us to calculate it here and forget about it as we move forward. That is 20% of 21. Unapata ngapi? 20% of 21 tunapata ngapi? 4.8. So this 4.8 will be useful to me somewhere. Good. How about the second one? So I just come here and replace. Look at how this is interesting. Come and replace it with 19. So 0.2 by 19. 0.2 by 19. Are you getting 3.8? Are you getting 3.4? Are you getting, this one here will be 31, 3.1. Are you getting 2.6? Please confirm to me. It's 4.2. Oh, hapa ni 4.2. Amenidanganya kidogo. 20% of 21 is 4.2 for the first one. How about the rest? How about the rest? Ziko sawa? Check for me this one here. 15.5 by 0.2. Is it correct? Good. Having done that, we now get back to this model. So that is Mary was able to calculate for us 59.76. Alichukua hii. So let's then forget about that percentage. We've worked it out. So alichukua hii, this model, divide by holding cost, which is 4.2, akapata 59.76. Can someone go ahead and now replace 4.2 by 3.8? What are you getting? For the second range, 1889, something is wrong. Something is wrong. And I want DC to give us the answer. DC, please recalculate that. DC, please recalculate that. Recalculate that, then you give me the answer. DC anapata ngapi? 5620. 6283. Watu wanafanya vitu zingine hapa, wanakosea. You must be having 1986. Wow. Watu wanakosea. We must have the same answer, 6283. It is going to make you have issues. Fanya hivi. Get to this, take 2. Multiply by 30,000. Multiply by 2,500. You're going to get an answer of around 150 million. Take your 150 million, divide by 3.8. You are getting 39 million. Now just put square root of answer. You should be getting 6282.8086. If you put it to the nearest whole number, you are getting 6283. 6283. How about this other one? How about the other one? How about the other one? How about the other one? 30,000 times 2 times 2,500 divided by, what do we have? 3.4. Close the bracket. What are you getting? 66.42. 66. Then the fourth one, tunapata ngapi? The fourth one, tunapata ngapi? 3.1. The fourth one, tunapata ngapi? 6956. Is it? Then the fifth one, or the last one, tunapata ngapi? The last one, tunapata ngapi? The last one, tunapata 75.95. 5 ama 96. Umeround off sana. 75.96. Good. So during exams, you can show us this one here. Ukifanya hivi na upate hizi, you'll be given marks for those workings. Is it? So during exams, you can just create a space down there and then indicate workings, how you are getting for each. Usiweke hizo workings kwa akili. Remember, whoever is going to mark the paper will not know you. So don't put those things kwa akili, believing that they are going to ask you about the workings. No, just put them down somewhere there, and then you do them. So even if you've just messed up somewhere here by even 1 or 2, they'll come and rescue you under the workings. Is it? So that is it. But for here, we are just doing this because of space. We're just doing that because of space. Now, this is the economic order quantity calculated. Calculated, is it? So you want to look for the real economic order quantity. Real economic order quantity. Real economic order quantity. The economic order quantity here, you should not order anything below the calculated economic order quantity, but you are allowed to order above the economic order quantity. That is the rule. Don't order anything below the economic order quantity, but you are allowed to order goods above the economic order quantity. That is what we have. Good. Now, if you come to our question here, the first part, if you purchase goods that is ranging from 1 to 3,000, then your purchase price will be 21, and economic order quantity is 59.76. Is 59.76 below or above the range? Is 59.76 below or above the range? Wow. Range ni hapa 3,000. Between this range here, for example, if you bring 59.76, will you count here until you get to 59.76 before reaching 3,000? That confirms it is within or below the range. If it is above 3,000, automatically it is going to be above the range, is it? Kindly pardon that point of range to help determine range. Wapi sasa range? I've said you are allowed to order goods that are above the range or within the range. Is it? You are allowed to order for goods that are above or within the range. Or in other terms, you are not allowed to order for any goods that are below the economic order quantity. You either order economic order quantity or you order above that economic order quantity. Is it? Above that economic order quantity. For you to get discount so that you can purchase these goods at 21 shillings per unit, you must have purchased goods between 1 to 3,000. You must have purchased goods between 1 to 3,000. If you look at your economic order quantity, it is above this range. And the rule says you are allowed to order above economic order quantity, but not below. And since the range here is below your economic order quantity, you cannot order. So what are we going to do? Ignore. That is done. Let's get to the second range. For you to get discount from 21 to 19, you must have purchased goods between 3,001 to 5,000. Wow, so this one will explain to you actually that. Don't worry, this one here. For you to get a purchase price discount from 21 to 19, you must purchase goods either a minimum of 3,001 or a maximum of 5,000. Lazima ikuwe within this range here. Lazima ikuwe hapa within this range. When I come to my economic order quantity, is it within the range or above the range? Is it within or above the range? It is above this particular range. They only give you 19 shillings if you bought within this range, but your economic order quantity is above the range. That's number one. Number two, The rule says you can only order economic order quantity or above economic order quantity. So this range here is making you to order below, which means what are you going to do here? We are going to ignore. We are going to do what? To ignore. Why? Because the range here cannot accommodate our economic order quantity. It is below. But the minimum that is allowed is either ordering this or above it. Good. Let's get to number 3. For you to get purchase price at 17 shillings per unit, you must order goods that are within 5,001 to 7,000. Is it? Within 5,001 to 7,000. Come to economic order quantity, 6,642. Is it falling within this range here? Is it falling within the range? It is within the range, is it? So, because this economic order quantity, remember the rule, it will enable you to minimize cost. It is the determined economic order quantity that enables you to reduce the cost. So, should they allow you to order this exact quantity? Don't go for 5,001. Don't go for 7,000. Just order the exact quantity. So, our real economic order quantity will remain to be 66.42. Will remain to be 66.42. Why? Because it is within the range. So number 1, we are told, if you're going to get this 17 shillings, you must order goods within this range. Is that the case? Yes. Our economic order quantity calculated here is meeting that requirement. Requirement number 2, for you to get this discount, you are allowed to order a minimum of this economic order quantity or more than that. Is it? Does this one here meet that requirement? Yes. The range here is accommodating our 66.42. So we just order a minimum of this, which is 66.42. Let's get to number 4 and then get another new concept. When you get to number 4 here, for us to enjoy that discount of 15.5, you must order goods between 7,001 to 9,000. Is our economic order quantity calculated below, within, or above the range? Mtu ananiambia it is within. Within, it means this 6,000 iko hapa katikati. Iko hapa katikati. Is that the case? Iko huku. Before ufike 7,001, utakuwa na 6,000 something here. So iko huku nje means it is below the range, is it? Now, the rule says, for you to enjoy this 15.5, you must order within this range. Number 2, if you want to make an order, the lowest quantity you can order is this economic order quantity, but you can order above that quantity. So what are you going to do? For us to work hard and get this discount, number 1, we must ensure that this economic order quantity is adjusted to be within this range. Is it? So how do we adjust that? Our rule allows us to order above this quantity. If I have to increase my economic order quantity, why can't I increase it to the minimum possible amount? The minimum possible amount is the first amount in this particular range. So I'm going to order 7,001. Somebody is mentioning 7,000. If you take 7,000, you are getting back to 17, not 15.5. Na hii range ulikuwa umeachana nayo. So this is what we are going to order. I believe we are now getting the flow. What we did for the first one, the first 2, what we did to the third one, what we are doing to the fourth one. The first one, you must order 1 or 3,000 or in between for you to get 21. But your economic order quantity which you calculated is above this range, so you just ignore that. You cannot order anything below this, but you can order something above this. So that's why we ignored this range. When you come to range number 2, this one here, You must order between 3,001 to 5,000 for you to be able to get purchasing these goods at 19. When I come to my economic order quantity, it is above this range. So I cannot order anything below this. That's why I ignored. When you come to this number 3, for you to get 17 shillings as the purchase price per unit, you must order a minimum of 5,001 and a maximum of 7,000. Anything upper katikati, you'll still get this 17. If you come to my economic order quantity calculated, it is 6642. You go up and down within this range. That's why I decided to pick my economic order quantity being transferred here. When I come to range number 4, you must order 7,000, at least 7,001 to 9,000 for you to be able to get a discount to 15.5. My economic order quantity is below this range. It is below this range. So what am I going to do? But the rule allows me to order above this. You can order this, you can order above this, but you cannot order below this. Is it? That's why we went ahead and now took the lowest within this. So long as we are going to get this discount, the least quantity that will give us that discount is 7,001. That's why we are taking this lowest within this range, not this. So if you look at what we picked, it is above this one. The rule allows us to do that, to pick a figure above the calculated economic order quantity. Let's come to number 5, then you now give me the answer. Give me the economic order quantity I'm going to apply here. Before I explain, give me the figure I'm going to use here as a real economic order quantity. Give me the figure. Give me the figure. Jacqueline is telling us we are going to use 9,001. Let's see. Let's see what others are getting. Let's see what others are getting. Good. Somebody is telling us here we are going to ignore. We are going to ignore. Monica telling us here we are going to ignore. Let's see. We are so many in the meeting. At least 10 responses will be okay for us. What else? What else? So I can be able to see we only have 2. Either pick 9,001 or we ignore. So let's see. Under what circumstance are we going to ignore? If that range makes us to pick anything below this. When do we pick the lowest within that range? When our calculated economic order quantity is below the range. So let's come and see. The rule allows us to pick anything above this, or this one here. At worst, this one here. Now, if I come to this range, it is 9,001 to 10,000. My calculated economic order quantity is 7,596. It is below this 9,001. It is below this range. It is below this range. But for me to be able to purchase these goods at 13 shillings, I must order at least 9,001. And because 9,001 is above my calculated economic order quantity, if I order this, I've not violated this rule. You take a minimum of this or above this. So what am I going to do? I come and pick the lowest in this range, which is 9,001. Have we now seen that? Those who are mentioning that we should be ignoring that. Have we seen it now? Have we seen the logic? That is what you are required to do. Good. For calculation purposes, for us to be able to come up with now the total cost, this one here now becomes hot air. This calculated economic order quantity has got no space in our workings now. This is the real economic order quantity. Can you pick any amount between this one and this one in exam? In exam, yes. Let's say our calculated economic order quantity, which I think we did here. Angalia hapa vizuri. We were having 6642, is it? 6642 is within this range, equal between 5,001 and 7,000. Iko hapa katikati, iko hapa. So kama iko hapa katikati, we just pick the calculated one to be the real. If our figure here would have been given 9,045, 9,045 is within this range. So what would have we done? We could have taken our 9,045 to be the real economic order quantity. Is that okay? Is that okay now? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it now? Please confirm. Is your question answered? Is your question answered? No? Okay, just tell me something. Let's say calculated economic order quantity here. Just give me a figure that you want to see. Give me a figure. 79, 75, 95. 75, 95. Haiko hapa katikati. 7,000. Before you reach to 9,000, 7,000 iko huku. Iko somewhere here. So it is below this range. So remember, they cannot give you any discount to purchase these goods at 13 if you don't buy 9,001. If you don't buy 10,000. So how will I get this discount? I ignore my economic order quantity, I pick the lowest. That's why I'm picking the lowest in that range. That's why I'm picking the lowest in this range. Yeah. What about if it is above the range? My question was, can I write a figure like 9,500, which is in that range? Yes, I've just mentioned that. Nimetumia hiyo na 90. Okay, let me put that your figure, 9,500. This they calculated, is it? We now want to get the real economic order quantity. Can someone help me here? What am I going to write here? You first of all ask yourself, is this 9,500 within the range for me to be able to get this benefit? Yes, 9,500 iko hapa katikati. So it means I don't pick anything. I just pick my economic order quantity. That's why we transferred this directly. Okay, another question here. How if you use 75, 85 in the fourth range? 75, 85. Okay, 75, 85. 75, 85. It is within this range. Here, the second one. So what will I do? I will come and pick, write 75, 85. Okay, I think someone is also confusing something here. Are you trying to say that, let me do away with this. What you've calculated is 75 or 79, 85. So you want to come and bring it back here. Is that what you're trying to say? That because this one here is not falling within this range, iko huku nyuma, utaiweka hapa. Are you referring to that? Are you referring to that? Is that your question? Is that your question? We've calculated this 79, 75. Alafu sasa, because it is not within this range, unakuja unaiweka huku nyuma. Is it? No. Why do you bring it back? Look at how you are arriving at these figures. You are telling us that economic order quantity is equal to demand, 2 times demand, which is 2,500, times ordering costs. Demand, sorry, let's just put that manner still, over holding cost. You are getting economic order quantity. How are you arriving at 79, 75? You are taking holding cost of 2.6, not 3.1. Ukichukua 2.6. Where are you getting 2.6? From this range 5. Why do you take a figure from range 5 and use it in range 4? Yet, range 4 has got 3.1. Why do you want to bring it back? If you want to bring anything for range 4, then do away with 2.6, give us the holding cost in 3.1, because this one here is coming as a result of the holding cost in that range. If my calculated is 75.95, is it correct if you write my real like 9,500, which is in the range? Where? I don't get what you are trying to say. I don't get what you are trying to say because I've tried to explain both versions. Both versions of this particular question. Is there anyone who is understanding the question to help me interpret it? Because I've been able to see whatever you are getting here, you check, is it within this range? Why do you bring 9,500 here, yet your calculated is 79.75, and the range is this one here? Why do you come and stick to 9,500? How do you even arrive at 9,500 to bring it here? You don't just pick any within this range. You just don't just pick any within this range. If you can pick any other number within the range, no, you can't pick any other number within the range. The reason why you are picking the first one within this range is we don't have an option. We don't have an option. We don't have an option. The only option you have is at least pick this one here for you to be able to enjoy this discount. But if that was not possible, the ideal one should be this one which you are calculating because it minimizes that cost. It minimizes that cost. It minimizes that particular cost. Good. So having done that, I believe we have, was this one here 90? Was this one here 9,001? Was it 9,001? Was it 9,001? Good. So I want you to go and calculate some items here. Then when we now meet on Friday, we'll be deciding and advising this particular company. How are you going to work this out? Total cost is equal to demand times price plus economic order quantity. This real economic order quantity. So economic order quantity times ordering cost, which is not changing, plus economic order quantity divided by 2 times holding cost. So this is the holding cost I was telling you that you should maintain it somewhere here. So I want to do the first one. Now, the ones that you ignored, there's nothing you're going to do about them. Just leave them like that. Don't waste time going again to these ones that you've already ignored. Come to the ones that you've picked, the real economic order quantity. So I'm going to do the third one, do the fourth, the fifth. When we meet on Friday, we'll be now advising the company, then we move to the next part of topic number 4. So what will I do? Demand has not changed, it's 30,000. So please give me this answer as we leave. Times purchase price. I'm dealing with range 3. Range 3. What is the purchase price in range 3? Purchase price is 17 plus demand does not change. Multiply by, divide by economic order quantity. In range 3 here, what is the real economic order quantity which we picked? It is this one here, 66.42. We multiply by ordering cost, which is 2,500. To that, we add economic order quantity, which we picked, the real one. We divide by 2. We multiply by holding cost. What is the holding cost in range 3? The holding cost in range 3 is 3.4. If that is done, what are you getting as the total cost? What are you getting as the total cost? What are you getting as the total cost there? What are you getting as the total cost? What are you getting as the total cost? What are you getting as the total cost? What are you getting as the total costs? Let's calculate that. Let's calculate that. What are you getting as the total cost? 532, 583. 532, 583. Do the same, do the same to the fourth and the fifth. Then the one that will be giving you the lowest total cost, you'll be advising the company to do what? To select goods within this particular range, if this one is giving you the lowest, or this range, and then mention the specific economic order quantity. So do the same to range 4 by basically coming here and now replacing this with 15.5. And the real economic order quantity that you picked is 7,001. Then you come and also do the same, 7,001. And of course, holding cost is going to change now to 3.1. If that is done, please go ahead and bring in the figure here. Do the same to range 5. Then compare the one that's giving you the lowest cost. That range, come and stand in that part. If it is this range, come and stand here. Then you tell us the company, you are now advising the company should be able to order 7,001 units, which will be enabling this company to have the lowest cost of taking care of inventory. That's how you advise them. So if you are able to tackle this, please go to December 2023, question number 1B. December 2023 has got exact thing. December 2023, question number 1B. It has got the same thing as what we've just done here. If you go to which other sitting, the one that I gave you there, this one is May. Okay, if you get to December 2022, you'll be able to get the same thing. So that is it. That is it. We have to stop at this particular point. 2022 August, question 1C. I-law method. Which law do I pick? I-law method. Just go to column X. Go to column X. Tafuta lowest value, yeah, X. Hata kama it is not corresponding to the lowest value of Y, just pick that. Should you find that the lowest value in column X is 15 and 15 somewhere here, and this one is corresponding to 2,000, this one is corresponding to 1,900, just know, because this one is the lowest, now look for the other lowest in this other column. Is it answered now? Is it answered now? Is your question answered? The same applies to the highest value. If this is the highest value now, of course, if this is the highest and this is also the highest, now look for the highest in the other column. Great. That is it. Thanks for your time. Have a blessed night. And let's meet on Friday.